Today we'll be talking about automation in your real estate sales business. Now, real estate sales is a very hands-on business, face-to-face, lots of time going out, showing properties and evaluating properties. So unfortunately, you can't automate yourself, but what you can do is you can establish some very good and powerful processes, because we know that every single time we sign a new listing or every time we write a new buyer contract, there are certain things that are going to happen every single time. And for me, at the start of my real estate business, I would go out and I would sign a new listing and I would try to reinvent the wheel every single time. I would get impressed with a new real estate coach having a new approach or a new marketing tactic that was bright, new, and shiny, and I wanted to try that. And that stuff can be interesting and I see how it could be appealing, but at the end of the day, you're trying to build a real estate business to fund the life that you want to have. And if you end up working all the time, then it's not really going to be a super happy place for you to be in. I think that if you can implement strong processes for everything that you do, you'll find yourself automating your business and you'll be able to build on top of those proven models. So let's take, for example, signing a new listing. Every time we sign a new listing, we've got certain actions that will take place. If we don't have that in place, then there's a lot of guessing work that goes into, okay, well, maybe I should print out a folder and I'm going to store it in the filing cabinet, and then I'm going to have the client's information up in my iCloud with my other contacts from Apple, and then maybe I'll run an ad here on free classifieds. And don't do that. Establish the process. Every single time that you take a new listing, write down exactly what you're doing and write down the results. For us, we have a very established process when it comes to the listing process. Create a file with the completed paperwork. We've got everything ready to go in one folder. Add the clients to Google Contacts. It's important for us to add the clients to some type of online database so that it syncs with all of our devices. Phone, tablets, everything. If I'm out on the street and I'm driving by a property and I'm like, oh, I remember selling that place, but I don't remember the client's names. It could have been a few years ago. I can punch in the address, boom. Client's information pops up right there. And that's a very simple thing that we do every single time we list a new property. That saves a lot of time down the road and can even produce more results for years to come. Schedule photos, videos, obviously, but it's happened before early in my career where I would forget to do these simple things, and then you're caught scrambling a few days later because you haven't put those into place. Sign Lockbox, launch on MLS. Once it's launched on MLS, upload all the paperwork to Google Drive so that if you have team members that need access to it, they've got access to it. So if you guys want a copy of this, I'll put a link in the description down below. You can have this listing process. That's not a problem. But how would you go about documenting your own processes? So if you have anything that you do on a reoccurring basis, if you're a real estate agent, you're going to be signing listings. If you don't want to run with my process, start documenting your own process. Even if it's the first time that you're doing it, try to be aware as to what you're doing, what steps that you're taking. And maybe a week after the listing has sold, look at the actions that you put into place to start and see, okay, well, this was beneficial, this was a complete waste of time, and I could have totally worked on that listing without wasting any time here. Well, then get rid of that. And then the next time you upload a listing, look at your list again and say, okay, well, we did this, that, let's do these. And then you start to build some type of a reoccurring events every single time you list a new property or you start working with a buyer. And that's the best way to go about it. And it would be my pleasure to share with you all the listing processes that I have. I did put a list together in my course called Foundations, Your First 5 Weeks in Real Estate. If you're interested in more stuff like that, I'll also put a link to the course down in the description down below. And if you guys are interested, I'll put a 25% discount for anybody clicking through to that on this video. So there you have it. Save time, automate your business, build some processes for yourself. You're going to thank me later. It's going to save you lots of time. All right, guys. So that's it for this week. I'm really enjoying putting these videos together for you guys. And I'm really enjoying the community that's building around this channel. If you have any cool processes that you would like to share with the world, let me know in the description down below. Maybe we could feature one of your good processes on a future episode. That would be pretty awesome. If you like these, make sure you leave a like. If you like this channel, make sure to subscribe. We've got great content coming out every single week. All right, guys, that'll be it for me today. I will see you guys next week. Ciao.